I guess he's done now. Let's watch the credits.
This is not the end of my reawakening.
It's not. Well,
Sadler, cut off your head and join me in my new world. Sadler, cursed you shall remain.
I was dreaming about a beautiful place. Everyone there lived in peace and harmony. Sadler, there's something wrong with this world. Sorrow, pain, war, and injustice have taken love's place. Will we ever see peace again?
Oh, Rumi. Now I realize that utopia for all men is an impossible dream. There is no supreme, only an absolute ruler who can bring happiness to all men in this world. I doubt the Holy Max ever existed at all.
Be Ireland.
Even pain, suffering, and grief. The world must continue with these realities. But these will all turn to their opposites someday. Evil to good, pain to pleasure, suffering to joy, grief to hope.
All right. Dean Williams as Hugh the Pain and Manny's Ghost. Heath Black is the narrator Kukai's Ghost in Fuck Isle. Blake Dorsey, Sadler. Felt like he gave one of the weaker performances in this. Rhonda Gibson, and there's Rumi. We'll be hearing from Rhonda Gibson again sometime in the near future. Victor Ireland, of course, worked on the translation. Done a lot of things in this, actually. Anyway, I guess since there's no longer names we need to read out, I can go ahead and launch right into my review. Game was a little challenging. I feel like I wish the game, given all of the NPCs that you had, I wish they would have talked about the magic system a little bit more. I didn't even realize I had spells for like half the game, because I was kept waiting for them to introduce magic because we kept having magic, and we were told at the very beginning we didn't have any spells, and then like it was never hinted we got any spells, but apparently we did at some point. I just don't know where, and I felt like a lot of the bosses were very, very difficult, but the game and the locations and the NPCs and everything else and the music, I thought were all fine. At the end of the day, I can't give this game a solid score, but I don't think it's a terrible game by any stretch. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 70. I think it's earned a 70. I just I would have liked there to have been probably a little bit more quality of life and consistency with the boss fights, because it was a little all over the place as to whether or not you needed to deal 6 hits or 60 hits. Like the final boss, I don't even know what was going on there. I hit the final boss like well into like 60, 70, 80 something times. Then that went on for like it was like a 6-7 minute fight, and I don't even know if I was gonna win that at all. I don't even know if I was dealing damage to the boss. I don't know if I needed to enchant my weapon this whole time. and that was the reason. Even still, that boss took a ton of hits to actually take down. I am going to work on trying to play Exile Wicked Phenomenon at some point. The problem is my disc is not working. At least it's not working on the Analog Duo. And unfortunately, it is one of the few games that doesn't work on the Pocket either. I can't get it to load properly on the Pocket. It goes to like a play screen, but it doesn't actually play the game. I may have to look at like RetroArch or different things to get around to playing it that way. Unfortunately, I own the authentic disc. I just can't play it authentically. My PC engine, unfortunately, is not working very well with its sound. It has a little bit of a buzzing crackle, and so I can't play it off of the authentic PC engine, or I would. And I'm being thanked by the game. You're welcome, game. You are very welcome. 1991 Telenet Japan Co. Ltd. And then Working Designs in 92. So I think they released. I know 1991 was also the year that Cosmic Fantasy 2 was released. I think Working Designs jumped on that in 1992 as well. Let me take a look at that. Cosmic Fantasy 2 Working Designs release. Yeah, June 9th of 2022. So they brought over both this and Cosmic Fantasy 2 that year. So not bad. Not a bad year for them. All right. Fade to credits, or are we just gonna know the end? Know nothing? This is it? This is all we get?